What is a safety tip everyone should know about? Put toilet paper in your cars. When you cut wood or metal, the chips fly faster than you are able to blink. Edit. Thanks for the awards, strangers. Wear safety glasses when working. Wear safety gloves when working. Wear safety boots when working. End number X200B. Do not make excuses, one mistake can cost you your finger, eye, toe. It is better to correct an unsafe friend than to bury one. As a lifelong Floridian, I see this all the time here, and elsewhere in the news. In the event of a disaster, stay the fuck away from downed power lines. Don't walk along the street with them, don't drive your car over them, don't take selfies with them. They're thunder noodles and have been known to kill. The gates on a railroad crossing are meant to break away when driven through. If your car ever stalls out on a crossing, don't bother with 911, look for the blue sign, posted on the crossing gates themselves and call that number. That number will get you in contact with the train dispatcher who can let oncoming trains know about it immediately. If you have a skin mole that has blurry edges, isn't symmetrical, is a weird shade of red, weeps fluids or acts like an open wound that won't heal, you might have skin cancer. Go to a doctor immediately. Melanoma kills fast. Deleted. Do not put objects in the driver's foot space. Oh, I have a really good one. In the event of a disaster, such as earthquake or flood, the drinking water system frequently becomes contaminated. Therefore you need to shut off the intake valve to your water heater. Then your water heater becomes an emergency drinking water tank. Get a dashcam if you don't have one already. It can save you a lot of headaches if you're in an accident. You're more likely to be attacked in a transitional space. Going into and out of buildings, cars, and especially between the two. You let your guard down because you're thinking about what you're going to do when you get there, not what you're doing right now and not what's going on around you. Stay alert, stay safe. You cannot drink the waters from cactuses in emergency due to acidity and toxic alkaloids, which causes vomiting, diarrhea and mass dehydration, especially when you're hungry or thirsty. Edit. I never knew so many facts about cacti myself until I googled few of them when I got asked in reply. Don't say someone call an ambulance, do it yourself or directly tell one person to do it. Don't move someone injured unless there is an imminent danger to the victim. Puncture wounds, the puncture object acts as a cork, leave it in until medics arrive and let them deal with it. Learn CPR for adults and children, the same goes for choking techniques like Heimlich. Never ever sneak up behind a horse, ever. When you think of a profession, which one is scariest if they suddenly said oops? Deleted. EOD Tech. I know one and he has a t-shirt that says I'm a bomb disposal technician. If you see me running, try to keep up. Bomb squad technician. The skydiving instructor you're strapped to just before you both jump out of the plane, this actually happened to me. Whoever launches the nukes. The kid that locks your seatbelt at amusement parks. I just imagine an airplane pilot turning on his intercom just to say oops. Wow, I didn't think this would blow up my notifications, thanks for the awards guys. Executioner. If you are the convict, you know he did not do the job right, but damaged you. Also the fact you can still hear the oops. Dentists. I already hate the dentist, having your mouth open laying back on a table and having someone digging around with metal power tools already makes me feel vulnerable. An oops would send me into a spiral. Anesthesiologist. Bungee jump trainer. A couple of years ago on holiday a bungee jump trainer / employee hooked me up then said oh. Oops right before pushing me off the edge. I later found out he does this often to get people even more mortified than they probably already were. He's never seeing heaven for that. Power plant operator. Not a thread for paranoid people. Heart surgeon. Structural engineer. Who is that one character whose death you just can't get over? Ben from Scrubs holds the world record for the quickest set sympathy for any character ever. Henry Blake Mash. Wilson from Castaway. I know it's not really a death, but Chuck having to choose between his raft, and his own safety, and saving Wilson traumatized me as a kid. Shelby in Steel Magnolias. I will forever be a mess no matter how many times I watch. Sally Fields did such an amazing job in that scene, it gets me every time. Piggy from Lord of the Flies. He didn't deserve that. The Iron Giant, no matter how many times I watch it, even though I know he actually survived, I bawl like a baby at Superman. The freaking mouse from Flowers for Algernon. Well, this is a very dangerous post to be scrolling through. Littlefoot's mom. 5-year-old me was all choked up at the theater. Old Dan and Little Anne. I was a sick, snot-covered mess of a 6th grader on my first read-through of Where the Red Fern Grows. The Wife from Up. John Coffey, like the drink but spelt different. Deleted. Charlotte, in the original version of Charlotte's Web. Moss Hughes. It's a terrible day for rain.